football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Walton. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Reads it, fires complete.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking for room. It's Young. Runs through the tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Gets the back moving. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense. Now, fourth down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He might want another play. Fourth down, Carr. Snags it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Finding some room. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
And And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Picks up the 1st down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Reed. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's Reed to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. On the run, it's Walton. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Irish! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he tacked on the extra point. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing Reed. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Now on the move. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
The defense defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 4th down, Carr. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. And the worst thing you can do on 4th down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
Motion from the wide receiver. Forced out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. He's loose on the left. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Keep it on the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Reed. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the move. Maybe a crease. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. With the catch, it's Horton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Here's Reed to throw. Oh, they're after him. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
The toss sweep to the right. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Pulls and fires complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Using his legs, it's Walton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down, Carr unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on fourth down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. Fourth down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says fourth down, and I'm going for it.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Reed. Looking to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Reed to throw for it on fourth. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now from inside the red zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And now they regain the lead. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the UL Monroe Warhawks. And it's the Dukes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Reed trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it out fast. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's Reed to throw. fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Edwards. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Now here's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your...
There's a crease. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
On the run, it's Edwards. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Owens. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and it is a one-point game.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Running into the open. There's some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He is threatening to run his way into the Irish annals like Julius Jones did against Pitt and Navy, or maybe rolling like the bus, Jerome Bettis or Vegas Ferguson.
Just having a day. Give it to him. Good things happening. Listen, this offense, they're physical up front. They're creating holes, and the running back is doing the rest. This is clinic take 101 on how to be physical.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got room to work. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Reed. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
In the gun, third down, Reed. He'll pull it down and run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game.
They've got a first down here. Want to start us, Ben, to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's Reed to throw. Here's the pressure. He gets away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Unloads quickly. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Throwing Reed. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense just gets their fourth sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's complete to the left. Snags it, and there's running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Aggies get it right back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Skips away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth.
And with that two-point conversion, they tie it up. Great job of executing at a critical moment here in the second half. And right now, guys, it feels like this is anybody's game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He wants to change this route. Can't get him to the ground. At the 35, he's loose. Racing down the left side. At 20. Touchdown, Irish. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Irish punch back.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Reed. It's complete to the right. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man, it's Reed. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the run call here because this offense does not have to panic yet. Like, there's still plenty of time left in this football game. Stay patient. Stay true to who you are as a team. Get some first downs. Move the ball down the field. You can't get it all back in one play.
Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They'll try the run, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. They'll run the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, whether it's play calling or whether it's the quarterback's decision-making, they're playing it way too safe. They can't dink and dunk and win this game. At this point, you've got to take shots.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing Reed. Makes the catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, Reed. He's going for it all. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. All the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The Aggies get it right back.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. He'll take a knee as a touchback, save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Slithers into space. Got a little grass. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. But guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Running to Green. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
First play of the first possession of OT. Swings it out to the flat. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And this RB's been a weapon, man. How much fun is it to have a guy that can run in a touchdown, can catch 2? You can deploy him anywhere on the field. He's dangerous, and this defense, they better get locked in, man. Wherever he's at, whether he's catching it, running it, all eyes need to be on him.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. They didn't make it. Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table for the 2-point try, and they get nothing. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these 2 teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.